Life in Bensonville is always lived to the soundtrack of the Song of Birds. Now, we have thousands of birds that live in North America, and Bensonville is home to some really beautiful ones. Some to keep an eye out for are cardinals, blue jays, robins, and woodpeckers. Today, we're going to be talking about how to identify different types of birds based on their song and their appearance. Let's go see if we can find some. One of the most common bird calls that you can hear in your neighborhood right now is that of the black-capped chickadee. This is a very recognizable sound, and I've heard it a lot right next to the park district. And we've actually been able to get into a conversation with this one by playing the sound of the bird on YouTube while this bird in the wild sings. So as we've been playing the song, this one has been responding to us. And this is a trick that you can do at home too when you're out looking for birds. What we have over here is an example of an absolutely beautiful swan's nest. Swans will build these nests in the early spring in preparation for their eggs, which they'll lay around mid-April. What they'll do is the females will collect all sorts of brush and reeds, and the males will help also. And they'll construct them into these raised nests over the water. They'll put them in the water about 10 to 30 feet away from the shore, specifically to protect their nests. Swans are really cool because they mate for life. So they'll return every year and have these nests with their mate, who is generally hanging around, and the female will only leave the nest to search for food in very close areas, and before she leaves, she'll cover up her eggs with some leaves and just some plant material to hide them. The incubation period for the eggs is around 40 days, so she will commit a lot of time and energy to protecting these eggs and keeping them warm, so when they hatch healthy, strong, and have the best opportunity to survive in the wild. Look at the weird holes in this tree. What do you think could have made them? If you guessed a woodpecker, you guessed right. A woodpecker can use their powerful neck muscles and beak to peck into the wood of a tree up to 20 times a second. They can produce between 10,000 and 12,000 pecks a day, all without getting a headache. After carving a hole, a woodpecker will use its long tongue, which can be up to 4 inches long, to dig insects out and eat them. So, if you find a tree out there covered in holes like this, you can bet you found a tree the woodpeckers really like. This is a downy woodpecker, the smallest woodpecker in North America. Downy woodpeckers can be found throughout the states, although they tend to avoid the Southwest. Downy woodpeckers can easily be attracted to bird feeders with berries, peanuts, or sunflower seeds. They've even been known to drink the nectar from hummingbird feeders. They also, as their name suggests, eat insects they find by pecking holes into the bark and wood of trees. So, if you hear a loud rhythmic tapping in your neighborhood, you know to look for a woodpecker. Here's a fairly large heron, and you can take a look at those legs and see how long they are in that beak. And that beak is very efficient for spearing small fish in the water and making himself a nice cute little meal. Oh, he's looking. He might see something he's gonna go after in the water. Let's see if he does. He's very concentrated on something in the water there. I guess we'll leave him alone for now. This is a great egret. Egrets have all white plumage, black legs, and a yellow bill. You can find great egrets all around North America. The slow flight of the egret, with its retracted neck, is characteristic of herons and distinguishes them from storks and cranes, which extend their necks in flight. So, next time you see a large bird with its neck retracted, you'll know it's a heron or an egret. Look at this huge, gorgeous robin preening himself on top of this log here. Robins are just one of the coolest birds that we have. They're one of the most common. And a fun fact about robins is that they lay very distinctive blue eggs. So if you find a nest with very light baby blue eggs, you know they're from a robin. Oh, and there he goes. Today, you found out some tips, some fun facts, and some strategies that will help you get out and find the nature that's in your backyard. Now, I encourage you to go outside and see what you can discover in your neighborhood.